Hello, welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review from Sherwood in Nottingham. Today I'm going to be reviewing this fella, Hollowstone Brewing Company's Oligo Nunk. Now Hollowstone Brewing Company, if I'm right, and I hope I'm right, is basically Shipstones Brewery's craft beer arm. So Shipstones being more traditional, these bit of craft stuff. So without further ado, let's crack one on and get in, as it were. So, you can actually buy this from Shipstones site in a 9-pint jobber cask for about 22 or 20 quid. And it says here, this is our award-winning pale ale, brewed with a great blend of crystal malts and then dry hops with all American hops, including Simcoe and Apricot. It gives a distinctive taste of dark berries and spiced fruit, not overpowering and just the right amount of everything. The malt is extra pale, light crystal, kettle hops of Chinook and Summit, dry hops of Simcoe, Apricot and Amarillo. And it's easy, vegan and unfined. So, got a big head on it at the moment. A lot of them sort of people about. I do apologise, shouldn't be calling people big heads. Hey. But Nottingham had one of the best big heads, didn't we? O'Brien. So, without looking at too much at the head, nice gold pour, slightly hazy, good lacing around the edge, big white head, and lovely hoppy nose. It's like a fruity hoppy nose, and obviously it's not going down very quick, so let me just take a bit out the can. So, Saturday, did a garden this morning, one of my gardens that I look after, absolutely chucked it down while I was doing it. So, one of those, isn't it? It's been dry all afternoon, but apparently we're going to get thunderstorms, so, oh hell. Lovely British weather. You can't beat the British weather, can you? I mean, really, if truth be right, the lockdown had some of the best weather we've had in years in the spring. And then you come to the summer and it's back to the normal. Ooh, alright, good twang to it. I definitely get the dark berries. A nice artwork as well, you know, it's good to see. And the funny thing is, the Hollowstone is actually in the lace market because we used to look after it when I worked on City Council. Now it just looks like someone's left it to grow wild. Then again, if you look around Nottingham in total, it looks like something's growing wild. I drove by the flower beds on the traffic island at the forest, and when I worked there, in the good old days, and I do mean the good old days, when we were fully into Britain in bloom before, you know, austerity, certainly before, even before that though, you know, it went downhill before that, but austerity really gave it a good kick in the balls, shall we say. But we used to have subtropical beds, so you'd start off in the middle at 10-foot high with whatever you've got that's tall, and for these beds, it was one bed, subtropical bed on the middle bed, and it used to go down from 10 foot all the way down to about 3 foot, and it was all manner of subtropical plants. The bed itself would have been one of the most expensive flower beds you can imagine. I mean, we did save a lot of the stuff, but eucalyptuses, oh god, cannas, Verbena bonariensis was in there, Trachycarpus palms. In essence, a lot of stuff that's tall, that's got flowers on it, beautiful foliage, and you know, massive standard geraniums that were this high. You know, it really was a feast for the eyes, and not the easiest bed to do, because you know, you have to make sure that you brought it down right and bring it balanced. Don't just drop it from there all of a sudden that high. You know, you have to balance it going down, and it's a lot easier said than done. I was really good at it, thank God. And you look now today, and it's not even been mowed properly these days. Someone's looked like they've gone on there, ripped a few blants out and left the rest. The mowing's crap, the edging off's crap, the bed looks a right shithole, pardon my French. And then you look at the other beds around there and it's terrible. The standards of gardening shouldn't be going down like that. You can do a job reasonably fast. You can cheat by using weed killer instead of hoeing off everything. But it's not hard to keep good quality, you know. I mow my garden once a week. You can mow your garden as long as you're mowing it every couple of weeks. You're keeping on top of things. And a bit of weed and feed every now and again. It's not hard to keep a good garden. So there we have, the head's now disappeared, and it is more of a hazy pour. Still got a nice aroma to it though. Oh, right good twang. And that back end, that spiced fruit flavour really shows up. So my first beer from Hollowstone Brewing. Never had one from, didn't even know they existed, to be honest. And but that is the same with a lot of us, isn't it? You know, and a lot of breweries in Nottingham. There are a lot of people who don't know about them. And the funny thing is, I've seen a lot of these breweries at the beer festival, which is now in November. So that's going to be a very interesting beer festival, I've got to say. Anyway, slight tangent, as I'm known to do. Just been to Tesco shopping, and also Lidl actually to get some wines. I've got some wines for a bit of a wine haul. Been to Tesco's and both shops, and I've got to be honest, the shopping experience has improved tenfold. Everyone's wearing masks. There's no keep your distance. You know, everyone's keeping a distance, but there's no 2 meters apart because everyone's got masks on. The one-way system's gone from Tesco's, thank God, because it was so bloody infuriating, especially when they block half the aisle off and you're like, how am I supposed to get there if I can't go around properly? But yeah, much better experience. Shelves are a lot more fuller, although it looks like there has been a raid on the old sweet corn. God knows who loves sweet corn that much, because I can't stand the stuff, but it takes all sorts, doesn't it? The beer section was well stocked. Always good to see. It was good to see a good, well stocked beer section, and they have got a decent amount of beers in Tesco's. Good selection of wines. Probably second to Sainsbury's in wine selection. I still think Sainsbury's have got the best wine selection of all. Probably a bit biased because I work there, but not the cheapest, but the biggest and more extensive. Just not cheap. Oh, so going down nicely. The twang that's in the taste and the bitterness, it's lasting quite a while as well. Now obviously Shipstones make this. Let me just go back off that page and obviously they're selling Oligo Nunk for $22.50 in a big thing. They've got India Pale Ale, original bitter, IPA, Gold Star, yeah. What I want's Nut Brown in the bottle. It's the only one I haven't reviewed. I'm not buying 12 bottles to do one review though. You know, there's just some things I don't do. Oligo, Hollowstone Brewery, also something called, I've got a beer called Kazumura. And that's on £18.50 for a cask. And it says here, a tropical beer which has been brewed to very dry, crisp and very refreshing. Plenty of American hops give it lots of flavour for a session ale. And going down, and another one, Hollowstone Pale. So they've got a pale ale. Gold Star Pale Ale in polypins as well. So yeah, quite a bit that they sell. And like most companies, everyone's trying to keep alive at the moment. I mean, you look around now, and normality seems to be everywhere. But everyone's wearing masks, everyone's behaving. Most people are anyway. There's always one or two. I did see some young teenagers in Tesco's not wearing a mask. You know, they're obviously invincible. And obviously, don't like wearing them. Gotta be honest. I mean, I use, when I'm using the sprayer, technically you're supposed to wear a mask, but it's a mask that you can breathe in. These bloody things you slap over your face, you know, you're blowing that hot air back into your face. Great in winter months, because you know, you could just, in the winter months when you're freezing, you know, especially if you're queuing in the winter months, you're freezing in the queue, you've got this mask on, it's blowing warm air back at you. It's great. It's just in the summer months it's not so much fun. And you're in the supermarket on the aisle, and my wife's talking to me, and I'm like, and I'm like, what? What's the fucking words you're saying? And this happened quite a bit. And every so often, you know, pull the thing off your face, and breathe in, you know, get the oxygen levels back up a bit, and carry on. Ooh, what a twang from the taste. So, really good taste on this. Yeah, nice bit of beer. And a Nottingham beer as well. Shouldn't we not be buying our Nottingham beers and, you know, supporting all our local businesses? Especially if it's good beer as well. Always makes a difference. So if you're watching this for the first time, a beer review from me, that is my beer wall. There are four shelves with, and there's approximately 350 beers, wines and spirits that I've got for review at some stage. One of these days I need to go and check, make sure nothing's too far out of date. A bit of out of date is not a problem, but you know, if it starts to get in a year or two out of date, then we're starting to get issues. Beers from all over Nottingham, all over the world even, you know, there's stuff from all over. And it's great to expand, you know, where you're getting your beers from. Especially if you can get on sites and order them. You know, a lot of these sites these days you're struggling to get on, and a lot of sites have got low stock. Because obviously as the pandemic hit, a lot of breweries stopped working. So then a lot of shops ran out of the bottled stuff and the canned stuff. So in a lot of ways they were daft to stop working, because keep going, keep selling your stock. I mean, even draft beer can be put into 1 litre bottles and sold. You know, get a load of plastic 1 litre bottles, bang it in, sell it at a fair price, job's a good one. You're not chucking product away. You know, you won't see me chucking any beer away. I mean, I might give away some of my prune juice wine. I've got a friend who I may see soon, someone who in my previous job, and he likes the old wacky stuff, and yeah, I've got some prune juice and you can have that bugger. On the homebrew front, I've got a load of rhubarb on the front garden. I've got a garden to do tomorrow, so I'm going to go and get some bags of sugar, some yeast, and get some brewing on. You know, got to think about, obviously, what we're now in late July. So you brew now, it matures around about November, December, properly matures. And it's a good time to get some brew on. And if you can find some elderflower, get a load of elderflower, wash it out, get them black bugs off, but don't worry too much about the bugs. Chuck it in some water, chuck the sugar in, champagne, elderflower champagne for Christmas. It's got to be a thing. And it makes about, if you put 6 kilos in a 25 litre bucket, you'll get around about 20% champagne, sparkly champagne. And it naturally clears itself, so you don't have to mess about adding finings or stabilisers to it. And it's a good way to go. So anyway, back to this fella. Real good twang on the back end. Good taste throughout. And my first drink from these fellas, Oligo Nunk. There we go. Bit of a wacky name, but hey ho, you know, got to think of a name somewhere, haven't you? So, hazy golden pour, whitehead. Good lacing, And overall, you know, nice aroma. A bit more on the subtle side, if I'm being honest. But all the way through, good taste and a nice twang in the back. You know, you certainly know you're drinking it. Out of 5, for me, about a 4.1 out of 5. Very nice. And that's it from this beer review. Thanks to everyone watching. Thank you for subscribing on something like 832 subscribers at the moment. So you never know, one day we may get to that 1,000. And then the live reviews. Ain't that going to be fun? Especially if I had too much pop and stop, you know, really splurting it. And a day will come when the normal side of me, the quite witty and non-anxious side, will come out. And then have I got some stories to tell you. Yeah. Oh. And all very true. And yes, eye-opening. But anyway, time's going to get something else done. I could just fall asleep actually. I've been up since, got woke up at 5. My son came in, he's got autism, so he wakes up and comes, sometimes he screams when he's had a nightmare, sometimes he just runs in and jumps in the bed, only 10 years old, just for companionship, you know. I think it's just a thing of knowing that your mum and dad are there, which doesn't help us because it wakes us up, and then you're hot, and then you can't get back to bloody sleep again. So, even though it's 4 in the afternoon, I'm feeling knackered. Is it 4? Is it 5? No, it's 10 to 5. Jesus Christ. And that's it from this beer review. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Cheers.